to thank you for the good work you did as a human rights defender.
Speaking out for gay rights in Uganda is risky business. For David Kato, it may have cost him his life. But one unlikely activist is determined to carry David's torch.
Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive.
Bishop Christopher Senyonjo was ousted by the Anglican Church in Uganda for his radical ministry of inclusion. For 10 years he has spoken out for the oppressed and been a voice for the voiceless in a culture where corruption and intimidation are commonplace.
I must try my best to educate people that human sexuality is a human phenomenon which should be respected.
3 months before David was bludgeoned to death in his own home, his photo had appeared alongside that of the bishop on the front page of a tabloid newspaper. The headline simply read, "Hang them."
It is not plain sailing, it is not easy. But I'm sure of one thing. God has called me to stand on the side of the marginalized. That is the love of God.
Both men have been outspoken advocates for human rights in Uganda, where current laws on homosexuality carry sentences of up to life imprisonment, and where some politicians are supporting a controversial bill that would introduce the death penalty in certain cases. Despite David's brutal murder, the bishop is undeterred. His Kampala-based Centre for Equality and Reconciliation continues to serve those in need, regardless of their gender, social background, or sexuality. The centre also runs programs in literacy and education and provides support to single mothers and those living with HIV. One employee, whose identity we've chosen to conceal for his own safety, explained that he'd be evicted from his home if anyone in his community knew about his work at the centre.
Me, myself, I'm a straight person, but I have so many gay friends. And I came to understand about them when I was still in high school. And it has always come to my mind as to why is he gay and why am I straight? It is not by choice that he chose to be gay. And it is not by choice that I chose to be straight. So I came to realize, even being in contact with the bishop, that these are people who really need to be helped.
Back at David Kato's grave, the bishop says a prayer before visiting the murdered activist's mourning mother, so traumatized by her son's death that she is unable to speak of her loss.
It's too traumatizing. She's so hurt deeply. She hardly wants to say anything about her son at the moment. But I can understand why it is so hard on the mother particularly. Because she loved that son, and the son loved her so much. Mm-hmm. And even now mentioning his name brings back wonderful memories, feelings.
But why, when the stakes appear so high, is Bishop Christopher determined to continue this ministry?
We need solidarity in the world concerning such issues which are being misunderstood. But time will definitely lead us to overcome. It is not easy, but the truth is the truth, and the truth will never be buried underground.
For Episcopal News Service, I'm Matthew Davies.